Alright, welcome everyone to Europa Universalis 4 El Dorado. We're doing a launch stream because it just came out today, so it's very exciting, lots of new features and things, and we'll just be messing about with them a bit and then playing a game with one of the nations that have been expanded upon in the new update. So this is exciting because I haven't actually played much EU4 since before even the Wealth of Nations. I played a really long game when I first got it way back then. So lots of new expansions that I have not done much with. So there'll be a lot of new things for me that are not necessarily new for El Dorado. So we'll be experiencing all of that together here. And I'm gonna put a light on here. Yeah, I got some patch notes just in case we want to reference those as well. So yeah, so one of the main changes to this expansion are going to be the Central and South American nations here. They've added new religions with whole new mechanics for everyone, for each one here. And you can go over to religion map mode and you can see that there's a Nahuatl or something like that. Religion there for basically the Aztecs, and there's a Mayan religion, and the Inti, which is the Incan religion. Each of those have pretty interesting systems in place. So the name of the expansion is El Dorado, and what that refers to is the fabled city of gold that the European explorers were looking for when they came over here to Central and South America. And apparently, I mean, from what I can tell, you can start people searching for it in the game if you are a European colonist. And so I'm assuming that you can actually find the thing, so it's exciting. There are a set of mechanics for that make some changes for you and have a whole lot of benefits. Well, in the patch notes it specifically says you now get access to privateers if you own El Dorado, even if you do not own Wealth of Nations, and you'll get access to support independence if you own El Dorado, even if you do not own Conquest of Paradise. So those are features that are part of those expansions that apparently having El Dorado will make it so that you don't necessarily need them. Of course, I don't know why you wouldn't have them, since they're a bunch of big sales for them out there right now. So with the launch of the new one, you can get them up pretty cheap. So let's check out some of the features of the new version. One of the, I guess, more gamey ones or something like that would be the custom nation. And basically how this works is you hit custom nation here and you can make your own nation just anywhere you want and customize all sorts of things with them. So first of all, you got to pick a capital, which makes sense to do that first. So let's do something a little interesting. Maybe over here in Japan. I don't know why, but so you pick a capital. Let's do Kyoto. Okay, so by default, I guess it names your civilization after your capital, which is kind of nice if you're wanting to do that, and it gives you Shinto and Chinese technology group, which I think are what the Japanese nations would have anyway. So now you can click on provinces to like add them or take them away from your country. You can see we have points here that kind of determine how much we can get across all the different things that we can get, which are also the ruler. You can make your ruler like have much higher admin, diplomatic power and military power, which frankly, that's pretty cheap. I don't know why you wouldn't do that. And you can do the same thing with the air. Change who your ruler is, the dynasty name, all those sorts of things. And down here you can change culture, religion, and government. And even your graphics that are used for your units, which is pretty cool. Especially if you buy a new unit pack and maybe you want to make sure that you're using that one. Well, you can choose it here. So let's mess around here a bit, get some more provinces. And you don't want to go too crazy because there's also the national ideas here that require some points. So let's see, you can change them around. I think traditions, aren't they just kind of your base bonuses for your nation? They don't necessarily have anything to do with the idea groups, whereas ideas tend to, you unlock them as you fill out other kind of ideas. So let's see what sort of things we got. Admin, there's a lot of choices here. Technology cost, stability, religious unity, possible advisors, there's military stuff, artillery, available mercenaries, land force limit modifier, infantry cost, all sorts of things. Yearly army tradition. Okay, we'll try that. And then what you can do is you can increase it. It costs more points, but you can increase the level of it to give you even more of a bonus. So now we've got apparently this let's see, having more than 50% idea levels in the same category increases the cost of all ideas. So it's kind of encouraging you to balance this. And right now we've got a lot of military. So let's maybe go over to diplomacy. Maybe something like heavy ship combat ability. Okay, and that brings it back a little bit. Morale of navies is actually diplomatic, even though you might think it's warfare, but all the navy stuff is under the diplomatic tech stuff. So go ahead and increase the level here. Have some really great heavy ships. And stability cost, I think that's also administrative. Okay, so now we have more diplomatic than even the military, so we can, we can fiddle with this a bunch and, increase discipline and trade efficiency. And you see right now we're over our point limit, so if we were to actually go through with this, we'd need to lower it a bit. I'm not sure what ambition is. Is that something in the patches that I haven't played much? Okay, so yeah, let's kind of leave that at that. We could change around our emblem colors and things like that. This is pretty limited. I'm assuming that they're going to come out with some packs for this as well. Because these are definitely more European style emblems for the most part. So, I don't know. Maybe something like flower. And that kind of thing. White. That's pretty lovely. I don't think we have a flag color 3. We can change our color on the map, which is pretty cool. I think we'll go with something like, yeah, like that. Something red is good, I think. And I don't, well, yeah, let's play around with the government stuff. So you can do daimyo. I'm assuming that's kind of thematically what you should be doing for this particular person. Shogun costs 50. No, you can't do that. So maybe go with the daimyo. Shinto. Yeah, let's stick with that and mess around with this. Maybe some randoms. Katsura. Yeah, so let's go ahead on in and see what things are like. Okay, so here's our little nation. Well, fairly big nation for the time and location. What all we got for Navy? 7 light, or those are galleys. Only 3 light ships and 5 transports. I'm guessing that we won't need transports until we would, you know, unite Japan here. So we got 10 military. And, you know, I don't think base tax or anything changes with this. Can hire a free military leader. Oh, it costs 50 points. Yep, and we'll go ahead and assign him there. Advisors. Infantry combat and morale of armies. Daimyo's not a bad government type. Really and truly. So, can you... do you do the same kind of thing where you fabricate claims? Yeah. May have to do a Japan game sometime. I have yet to do that. The game that I played through was Scandinavia, so this would be quite a different experience. Are we at... Oh, that's prestige. It's like, are we at -4 stability? I didn't think that was even possible. What is trade like around here? So, Nippon. Is that just a, yeah, it's just a naval... Yeah, I'll need to figure out to privateering as well. So that was kind of the nation builder, and from what I've seen, you can do some pretty crazy stuff. They may be putting out some balancing patches to make that a little less nuts. But we'll see about that.